tight, we're going to just cut and take the top bone out of the leg, and we're going to use that there for confit, and then we're going to make the supreme of guinea fowl. So that's the 2 wings. And then off with this. Then into the, always make sure that you get into the oyster of the leg. Get all the flesh onto the leg. Across. So no flesh, just bone. There. Same again. And just knock it back at the joint. The oyster. The oyster on there. Straight across. It's the 2 legs. For the leg, we're going to take out the thigh bone. Underneath. Take it back. So again, using the cloth to hold on to it. Always be careful. If a bone's been broken, always use a cloth over it, because you don't know how sharp it is.
Just in case the bone splits into your hand?
Yes. Safety first. That's all for stock. This is for cooking. And then also by doing this here, you can do all sorts of little things with the leg. You can make a small farce, fill it up. You can completely debone it and make a ballantine. Galantine is when you use a full bird. Ballantine when you use the leg. I'll just nicely clean. Once again, just the cloth. Pull it out of the joint. Then you don't have heavy cutting to do. Stock. That's for balancing. Okay. Now, as I said earlier, it's a very high breast but very narrow, so you want to try and keep as much flesh as possible. Just, the bird tells you just exactly along the breastbone, straight down. When you get there, just follow the line to here. Right? If you want to, all the way down. And then just at the knuckle, just straight away. Then you can just, as you did with the thing, follow along the bones. The bones tell you where the flesh ends. Bones start, follow the bones. Some birds, like chickens, you can pull and it'll come away. With guinea fowl, because it's a delicate flesh and there's a lot of bone sticks to it. There you go.
So use the bone, the rib cage as a guide.
That is your guide. Nice and clean, neat. No food waste. There is no food waste here whatsoever. One of the biggest important things now at home, in the kitchen, everywhere, there's no food waste. As clean as a whistle, you want to get it off. Sometimes it takes a little bit of practice, but this is what's the discerning part of being in a professional kitchen or even at home. You want to eat the food, not just be making stocks from it. Right? All the way. See the bone? How clean the bone is? Make sure the bone is clear. And make sure you get the fillet. The most important part of the bird up here. That is just the fillet. Take it all the way off. There we go. 2 beautiful breasts. And this is for your stock. And here we have 2 beautiful breasts. Supremes of guinea fowl. That's our 2 winglets. 2 supremes. 2 legs ready for cooking. With the bone of the thigh taken out, so you can confit or lightly white braise them and saute these supremes. The chicken wings you can use for all sorts of things that you did before. That's guinea fowl alias pintail.
That probably would not look like a healthy bird or a quality bird.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you something. See there?
Yeah.
See the way all that flesh is?
Yeah.
That's a small bird, but it's got a big, plump, juicy breast.
Okay.
That flesh, look, that's how thick that breast is.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
That is quality on the plate. The legs on the mallard, of course, because just going through the water,
Yeah.
are small, easy to roast, hangs away from the breast, so it's easy to roast.
Okay.
Okay. Will be slightly chewier than this, but then again, you're looking at red meat versus white meat plus red meat. You understand me? So
do.
a breast is like treated like white meat. The leg you treat like brown meat. But with the mallard, you're treating it all as the one type of meat because the flesh is red. Look, see the colour?
Yeah.
That's like a steak. If you could take that off the bone, you would cook it medium rare, like a steak in pan.
Okay, and what way are we then, in relation to the legs, I mean, okay, can we, you know,
You could confit these legs.
exactly,
No problem. If you want to do that separate, that's okay. Then you would take them, put them on a little braise, take out the thigh bone, take down the wing bone, push it down, you know, make a high presentation on it. And I actually then just take the breast. This will taste a little bit stronger than a pheasant.
I see.
Pheasant is a natural food. You know, you can smell the roast, rich wild duck.
Okay.
This is eating water. It's constantly picking, so it's getting nice and plump.
so this is 100% organic and it's not farm raised.
No, see all the you can see all the pellet shots. This is in the wild shot.
Perfect, excellent. And what way are you going to cook these? What are you going to do with the mallard?
The mallard's going to be roasted. This is going with a boulange de potato. I've got a little bit of bacon and onion, garnished with a jus, some nice vegetables, and then we're going to finish. We make some game chips. We'll show you how to do the game chips. We'll get to the next one.
Thanks very much.
So that's well fed.
Yes, sir.
Well, because the high fat content. Well fed. Eat loads of grain. Farmer's delighted he's dead.
When we're making a game stock, chef, what is the principles of it? Are we roasting the bones? Is it similar
Yes.
to a beef stock?
Yes. Fry off the bones. Well, no. You wouldn't be roasting as much as you would for a beef stock.
So
Because
we're-
they're soft, tender bones, yeah?
Yeah.
What you're going to do is you're going to basically fry them off to get a seal on them, yeah?
Uh-huh.
And then you're going to put them in a pot with the onion, garlic, aromatic herbs, and then bring it to the boil, let it simmer. Because they're going to be fried off to brown them off, you know?
And how long does it take for a game stock to be cooked?
Game stock, you know, about like a chicken stock. For if you're using birds, like the principle of using birds is the same as using chicken.
Yeah.
If it's a venison stock, it's a different kettle of fish because then you're using a four-legged animal, so you use that the same as you use in beef stock. You need to roast off the bones of the venison, off the haunch, and get the marrow, and that's developing a really heavy, rich stuff. You know,
Okay,
you're going to
okay.
move on it.
Excellent. Thanks, chef. So this is you starting off your game stock, chef, yeah?
Yeah. Fry them all off.
Okay, why have you got onions like that?
Throwing all the sugar to the bottom.
Yeah.
Make it caramelize it.
Yeah.
And then go in. One it will help give it colour, darken, and the other one will help give it sweetness and sugar.
Excellent. So if we're making any sort of a dark stock, would we do that?
Taking a beef stock, a brown chicken stock, put your onions on it, get there, caramelize it, the sugar drop to the bottom, and it will form, the caramel will form on the range. You put the colorization, you know. This is where your gravy browning starts naturally.
Excellent. Excellent. So we're just looking really to colour off the bones here.
Yeah, like, so you get a roast flavour to the bone.
Yeah, okay. And then the actual liquid that's going into the stock then, what liquid are we putting in?
And just go for water.
Cold water, hot water?
Cold water before you bring it to the boil, let it simmer. Skim it.
Yeah.
Think of it, skim it.
Uh-huh.
Think of all stock, fish stock, chicken stock, beef stock, whatever it is. You put it hot, small bit of skimming. I'm going to put some celery and leek stuff into this now as well. A little bit of carrot to sweeten. Okay. So just let the bones cook it through, render off the fat. As I just said earlier, Jared, to Owen,
farmers are delighted these are dead because the lovely yellow fat on them, that's from eating all the corn. Okay, and I can see you have the birds here ready now. What way are you gonna
Because we're going to get hammered for dinner service.
Yeah.
We're going to par roast these.
Okay.
All right. And then we get the orders, and we just bang them one at a time. By par roast these, chill them down. They cook them just half rare. You know, then give an order in the pan, in the oven, and take it out in the pan.
I see. And then in relation to presentation, I mean, are we just going to put a whole duck on the plate like that? Or one way to the
Legs
next?
come off, side bone gets removed, breast comes off the bone. That's why we remove the wishbone, so we can take the full flesh down. And it just has a little bit of wing, a little bit of that there, so people can pick it up and chew it at the wish at the end. And then all the rest of the garnish is on the plate. The sauce will be on the plate from all the game stuff we're going to make. And make a reduction red wine.
Yeah.
Nice colours.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, Chef, so will you give us a shout then when you're ready to take us to the next stage with your stuff?
Yeah, thank you.
Chef will be judging at a competition over in Luxembourg. What's the competition, Chef?
World Cup of Cookery, Culinary World Cup.
Culinary World Cup. And what are you judging? Is there specific elements that you're judging?
I'm judging the regional buffets.
The regional buffet. And what does that entail?
Well, that's where chefs have to come in and they have to do show platters, plates, 3-course meals, 5-course meals, and desserts, all served cold and decorated on a buffet.
I see.
And they're all looking for perfection.
Excellent. And is that something that you're going to show the students here? Are we going to show the students that here?
Yes, we will. When we get our next process, we're going to get ready for Chef Ireland. We'll be coaching them while we're at it.
So we're bringing the international team here?
Yes.
Excellent.
Now, we have them all nicely browned, and what has happened is we seal off any blood, so there'll be no sudden redness in it, so all the blood is cooked through.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're now just going to add these to our stock pot. What do you think? Not worried about a little bit of oil or the fat coming into it. But that will have to start because we're not going to boil it. We're only going to bring it and simmer. So as it simmers, then we will skim it. And so as the fat comes to the top, we will skim it off, and we will get a perfect flavouring. And putting in the, how you see,
Perfect. Oh, so that's what you mean by when it goes
all the
black
sugar
like
has
this,
dropped to the bottom.
It's completely
That's
caramelized.
the sugar. Yeah.
So this is then going to colour our stock for it, yeah?
Yeah.
Excellent.
In again.
Oh yes, exactly, yeah.
Okay. Then with that there, I have some celery leeks and all the onion. Any aromatic veg you want can go into your stock.
Okay.
Okay, so now you see we don't have enough liquid, so we put some more liquid in. We're going to let this come up to the point of boiling, turn it down to simmer, and let that cook for a couple of hours, and then we will strain it off, and then we'll make up, for all intents and purposes, an Espanol using Guinness.
Excellent. Perfect.
Thank you. Pan, as I saw, there's some residue at the bottom of the pan, and this all enhances it to that. Also, if you were going to make, if you had a few people for dinner party, done in a smaller version, you wanted to make the gravy or a jus for them, simple as that, do exactly the same.
Excellent.